Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Penn State Nittany Lions taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Buffalo Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Nittany Lions will put total weather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
That didn't bust for a long minute. Now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Caught over the middle. It's Moss. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. On the run, it's McCann. Still running at the 40. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll run play action. Steps away to find some room. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This time it's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Penn State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. At the 45, on its way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. That completion delivers a first down. Gets it out fast. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a lead.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll throw it on first down. The short hands, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Then the short completion brings up second down. Fires it incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on second down. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need... find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Makes the grab. It's McCann. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Grabs it in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've got time. They've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Bulls want to move quickly. He'll come out throwing on first down. Hauls it in. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
On for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
After misfiring, it's second down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Across the 25, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. DB's right up on the receivers. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Old Dominion. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Rides to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Bulls are on the move. Quarterback checking the play. From the red zone, it's McCann. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. They got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, 1st and goal from the 3. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Out of the shotgun on third down. That's caught. It's Murphy. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw it again. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Give to the running back. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later into the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to punch it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Off play action. On the run, still looking. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Receivers right now aren't getting open. We got to do a better job offensively of trying to create opportunities for them. So use motion, get some stack releases, create that separation, slant routes, out-breaking routes. Just give your quarterback a chance.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. He's looking to throw. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. First down for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off play action on first down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He's going up top here late in the game. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Touchdown, Penn State! And the comeback is on.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective, not scoring.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Coming after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practice them.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of